Judgment is coming. Judgment's coming. It's coming. God showed me last night Lori was with me.
It's like non-stop going on.
He gave me. Do you remember?
I said, Jim, you just need to get.
God said,
because you said
a judgment and a storm, a shaking,
and
an event.
When God's speaking,
so horrible.
You have placed yourself.
God last night. Man has never seen it before.
Well, what's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is. All right, so all change in the camp of Tyson Fury. It seems to have gone by almost unnoticed. Maybe Ben Davison has not been afforded the same respect as more experienced trainers. Perhaps there's an easy come, easy go mentality with fight fans, but it's bizarre that Tyson Fury and his coach have just split 7 weeks prior to his proposed February 22nd fight with WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. They appear to be a superb match, psychologically and boxing-wise. And they've been on a journey only they will understand. It's a known fact that trainer Ben Davison doesn't get all of the respect as 100% support. So Davison will have his critics, and one was Fury's father, John. He carried in an anti-Davison sentiment after Fury was cut, and he was pushed by the underrated Swede Otto Wallin. I've never seen him as bad, said Fury Sr. or his son. He looked way drained. He looked like he left it all in the gym. He's a lucky man to get the win, to be honest. A lucky man indeed. He refused to give Wallin any credit or his trainer, Joe Gamachi, who emerged from the fight week with this week with a risen stock. Davison had guided him through the 2 easy wins, the impressive Wilder performance, and an obliterated, outgunned Thomas Schwartz. And then there was one so-so performance after Fury had suffered one of the worst cuts in boxing in 2019. Plenty of fighters served up a ho-hum showing. No one fighter is 10 out of 10 every time, but the axe has fallen. Fury Sr. felt his performance was an indicator of what his son did wrong rather than what Wallin did right. Time will only tell for sure, but Fury Sr. was in no doubt his son was flat, and he wasn't right, and it was on Davison. The coach said the build-up had not been perfect, that things would change before the Wilder return, but not many saw his head rolling. It appeared that Baum was based on trust and loyalty and respect. They remained friends. Davison confirmed the split on Twitter, and Fury announced his new team on social media with Sugar Hill at the helm. It's the old Crunk connection with Fury, who'd worked with Emmanuel Stewart and Vladimir Klitschko's camp as a novice pro, apparently impressed enough with Hill to hire him years later to train and corner him at short notice on such a huge fight. It seems like an extraordinary turn of events, since Wallin Fury has released a best-selling autobiography and had a run-in with the WWE and released a Christmas song with Robbie Williams. I'm sorry, fight fans. I can't do nothing but laugh at that shit. But I'll digress and continue. Everyone must have been telling him what he wants to hear for months, offering deals, shaking hands, patting him on the back. But has he been told the right things? Fundamentally, the strategy for Wilder seems like it will be different for the rematch, even though almost everybody had him winning the first time. First time around, Davison wanted him fast, light, twitchy, fainting, fit for 12 rounds to stay out of trouble, stay on red alert. Yes, he survived that 12-round bomb. But by and large, the game plan worked. For the majority of those who are watching. But Fury needs to come in heavier and stronger, that he punches with more malice. When he carries more weight, and the plan should be to knock out Wilder, not to let the judges have any input at all. Fury carries respectable power, but he's not a knockout artist. Wilder was often hurt, and has never been stopped. There are probably people in both camps. Some will feel speed and variety could do the job. Second time, others might think that Fury, being the bigger and stronger man, will favor him. But with the extra size, will Fury have the same stamina to do what he did last time around for 12 rounds? Will he have the same fitness and recovery powers? Can he stay out of trouble himself if he is a bigger target while he's trying to inflict maximal damage on the champion? And if there was going to be such a drastic about turn in strategies, should the new direction not have been taken weeks ago? It's a curious situation, and Davison doesn't seem to have a legions of sympathizers. Sure, bringing Tyson back from being an overweight and going to their famed winning run can't be dined out on forever, but it was really time for a change. Excuse me, but was it really time for a change? You hope it was a boxing decision, but from a boxing perspective, it seems crazy. So often in the business, you hear about greed. With men who slap Tyson on the back, have they asked what money Davison is getting? Is Tyson being told he's the one taking the punches? That's his career. Short. That's his career short. And he needs to maximize his paydays. It would be a familiar tale. Tyson has too much respect to come out and say he's changed trainers for boxing reasons, and Davison has too much respect to say why it has come to an end.
Admit it. You're going down in the fourth. Is that clear?
Just make sure he doesn't kill me before the fucking fall.
So give it up for the bone-crunching, one-punch machine gun, Mickey!
Now, I know he looks like a fat fucker. Well, he is a fat fucker, but he's dirty and he's dangerous. That's right, fella.
Get ready to roll!
Yo, what's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is. Alright, man, so you can see Tyson Fury to the left doing his clown shit. He holding his nipple, doing all of that, man. You know, Big John Fury is Big John Fury. Regardless of all of the goof troop shit that Tyson Fury be doing, Big John Fury knows his son. He knows what way he should be at. He knows how his son should handle an Otto Wallin. I don't care how much emphasis people want to put on Otto Wallin's amateur pedigree. Otto Wallin is not a great fucking fighter. So for any of you guys to believe that or believe that Tyson Fury should have been in any sense of urgency when dealing with Otto Wallin, man, give it a break, man. That dude, he might have been the #1 fighter over in Sweden, but he wasn't even a ranked fighter. He wasn't even a ranked fighter in any of the sanctioning bodies up until he fought Tyson Fury. So my whole thing is I can understand where John Fury was coming from, where he's saying his son shouldn't even have been in that type of trouble. And really, what is Ben Davison bringing to the table, or what can he offer really Tyson Fury that he hasn't already offered him right now? So I kind of understand where he's coming from. For me, I'm a different type of individual when I'm analyzing fights, when I'm analyzing individuals, man. But I look at this type of behavior or whatever. You might just see a guy that's standing in the picture or whatever. You might just see Tyson Fury goofing off, and you might see the other individual standing around them with smiles on their face and like, hey, this is just a picture. They just letting themselves go. But at no point in time should Ben Davison be this comfortable with acting a fool with Tyson Fury on a regular basis with the matching Versace robes, chilling, skinny, watching Tyson Fury skinny dip, you know what I'm saying, on IFL TV, doing all the interviews or whatever. Because honestly, Ben Davison just sits there and he accepts whatever is going on instead of having the ability to tell his fighter what he needs to do, buckle down, what way he needs to be at, how he needs to come into the fight, and what he needs to accomplish. So that's probably one of the biggest problems with him. You know what I'm saying? You got a yes man in your corner. You know, I understand that he got over the mental health thing or whatever. If y'all want to hang y'all hat on that victory, go ahead. But an individual who has championship pedigree, he should be able to shave that down and get himself together anyway and show some level of mental fortitude. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, I can only give my opinion, and where I'm coming from is a point of hypothetical opinionated point of view.
That's facts,
Like,
though.
I can't tell you guys, you know, what exactly is going on or what exactly is right for Tyson Fury or what exactly is wrong for Tyson Fury. All I could do is look at the pedigree of the individual, you know, the trails that he has blazed in his boxing career and what is necessarily good for him. Look at his intangibles and look at what might be the best situation for Tyson Fury. And where I stand, Ben Davison is not the best situation for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, once again, carried himself into the position that Tyson Fury is in. Of course, you're going to have some guys egging you on to success, being there for you, cheerleading you, hoping you get your shit down and you get it right. But Tyson Fury comes from a family of fighters, man. They don't call him the Gypsy King for nothing. That is something that is done on a regular basis. All gypsies, you know what I'm saying, they got that fighting spirit, or they are fighters. Excuse me. What must be understood is this: when you are dealing with the Tyson Fury, this is what must be understood. Tyson Fury is a larger-than-life figure, but Tyson Fury can get ahead of himself and he can play around. And he doesn't necessarily show a sense of urgency when there should be one. Up until he was cut in his eye, Tyson Fury turned it all the way up. So if you guys aren't looking at Otto Wallin, knowing that he's been sparring with Anthony Joshua and so on and so forth, and knowing that any young hungry dog is coming in there to give you his absolute all to try and take your spot. That's exactly what happened. He tried to give his absolute all and he tried to take Tyson Fury's spot. That has been Davison's job as his trainer to be ready and prepare Tyson Fury for whatever's going on at that time. And Tyson Fury wasn't his usual self. And and you know, if that's coming from Big John Fury, who knows better than a mother and father when it comes to their damn child? Once again, fight fans, I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm just keeping it all the way funky. I'm keeping it all the way 100. I'm asking you a question. Who knows Tyson Fury better than his mother or better than his father? Absolutely no one. He's the one who planted that seed. He's the one who birthed that child. He's the one who put the skills in Tyson Fury. He's the one who guided Tyson Fury, to help him get to this point of this peak of success of the killer that he is. Of course, his uncle as well, but you know what I'm saying? Look down the lineage. They have been fighters since the beginning of time. If Ben Davison can't come and enhance that, and if he can't tame the individual that Tyson Fury is, I'm not saying put a lid on his personality, but if you can't get him to be primed and ready when it's time to be primed and ready, then what are you there for? So I don't look at this as a hasty move. As I've told you guys before, I look at this as a move that needed to be made. I look at it as this is something that has been in the works. This isn't something that just popped up on his radar. Tyson Fury, has a tendency to look ahead of things and already know what's going on. So if he decided on Sugar Hill Stewart at this late in the juncture, then Tyson Fury was already thinking about getting rid of Ben Davison, and he was listening to his father, and he was listening to his brother, and he was listening to other individuals when it came to making this decision. But I'm sure, due to the reasons of the mental health, due to the reason of bouncing back, due to the reason of their friendship, and so on and so forth, it was a tough decision for Tyson to make. But Tyson has brought himself this far. He already knows the crunk system, so he already knows how to handle himself. And that's all I got for this article. I'm not going to keep going on and on about it. You can believe what you want to believe, but I feel like it was the right decision. And as it's been stated, it was an amicable split. I'm not hating on, Tyson Fury for the decisions you made, because at the end of the day, it is your career and you have to make the best decisions for your career. And I believe, man, it was time to get crunk. So that's all I got for you guys, man. As we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no man. It's the motherfucking boss. Respect, though.